it takes courage to be our unapologetic selves. Hey y'all, welcome to Meryl's Mystic. I'm Meryl, and I empower witches, bitches, and dudes to complete themselves in order to have healthier soulmate relationships and more purposeful lives. Because I believe that only if you are your own soulmate can you attract the right soulmate, because you are the one that you are looking for. And I'm here to help you do that by helping you tap into the natural cycles of the earth and the stars through astrology and tarot. And I'm also a psychic medium. Thank you so much for being here. If it's your first time, please subscribe. And if you've been here before, welcome back. It's so good to see you. So we are here today to talk about Leo season. And Leo season will start on July 22nd and it goes until August 22nd this year. And then the new moon in Aquarius will be the day after Leo season begins, on the 23rd. And the new moon during Leo season is always in Aquarius, which is actually like a great little highlight to help us get a little bit more into our weird, let your freak flag fly. That's what Aquarius is really good at. And so that's gonna really help us be our best selves. And then the new moon in Leo will be on August 8th. So how was Cancer season? Cancer season really had us digging deep into our feels and trying to align our hearts with our heads. And there was a lot of stuff that we were all moving through. And as I'm recording this, it's still about a week from Leo season, and Mars and Venus and the moon just conjuncted in Leo. So already we're having you have already been experiencing some of the strong Leo energy that really gives us the fire to get up and go and to be courageous and unapologetic in being our best selves. So what does that mean for us? Well, I can tell you already from experience that means that we will be working through some more resistance, because it takes courage to be our unapologetic selves. And that means showing up when we don't always want to show up, or working through our fear, going forward despite our fear. The root word of courage is ku, which is Latin for love, I believe. Just spouting off facts that I hold on to my mind and trust myself to be true. There is, I think it might be the Latin. I think it's the Latin root of courage. It means heart, and you can find the connection in the Spanish word corazón. Also means heart. Mi corazón, it means my love. So there's a lot of connection between our heart and courage, and having courage to go after what we want and to commit to who we are and who we want to be and what our purpose is, because we all have purpose in life, and it is up to us to find and claim that purpose. And Leo season's gonna keep helping us do that. We started in Cancer season. I mean, it's been going throughout the entire year of gearing us up and supporting us in letting go of things that no longer serve us, and really connecting deeply to like what's in our heart and what's in our soul and what we feel like we are being called to do in this life. So the main thing about this Leo season is to be yourself. We're really, if you've seen my Cancer videos, go watch the Cancer videos for your sign. A big thing about Cancer season was accepting who we are, accepting what we want in this life, and also then building boundaries to protect what is most precious to us. And it was all about, it was kind of being more I shouldn't say kind of, there was a big energy of being more selfish, and Leo season is definitely going to help us continue to carry that over, because Leo is really great about being unapologetically themselves and telling people what they think and going after what they want and being who they are. And that's exactly what we all need after we were digging around for our like biggest, deepest dreams. Now we kind of come into the Leo season to really commit to those things. That was another theme that came up, was commitment. I literally pulled one of my cards I pulled today was commitment. one of my angel cards, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like perfect, because we did so much, deep diving from Gemini season to Cancer season about who we are, what we want, and what our truths are. And now it's about committing to that and deciding, like, this is what I want, this is who I am, and I'm going to go after it no matter what anybody says. Because nobody can tell Leo nothing how to do. So Leo's really great because not only are they fierce in who they are fiercely loyal. So that's where this commitment piece comes from too. Leo's usually not afraid of commitment. They like having steady people around them. And because there is a certain, like, Leo just has a certain je ne sais quoi about them. I mean, I even put, like, my fancy nails on for you guys. Because I love my Leos. I adore you guys so much. And because the je ne sais quoi. The je ne sais quoi of just being very proud of who they are and taking pride in how they look and how they present themselves. And it's a balance. My mother's a Leo, so there was definitely some arguments about how I wanted to look and how she wanted me to look, because I was a reflection of her, because I'm her cub, so but I know she's very proud of me now, and she has been, but there was always a tug of how we came off as a reflection of her. And I know some other Leo mothers that are like that also. And if you are a Leo mother, let me know if you have a Scorpio child, or if you're a Scorpio, let me know if you have a Leo child, because I've met a lot of combinations of that, especially mothers and daughters, and because we are very similar from each other, but we have a lot to learn from each other. And I know my mom and I learned a lot from each other and still have a lot to learn from each other. This brings me to our tarot card of the season. Strength is the tarot card associated with Leo, and of course there's a lion there. And as I was talking about courage earlier, I always say that I think courage is a better name for the strength card than strength, because anybody can be strong if they need to be, but it really takes courage to work through the fear. And that's really what we're all here for, is to work through the fear of whatever comes up for you, right? Especially in this energy of being our unapologetic selves, a lot of it is the fear of what other people think, and the fear of looking silly or looking stupid or being judged, the fear of being exiled or snubbed, or what's the other word, shunned. And there's a lot of fear still in our world of being hurt and being unsafe. And there's a lot of people out there that fear for their lives every day, and yet they still get up and go and live their life. And it's more than strength. It's courage. Courage is more than strength. You are strong. Leo season is here also to remind us about how strong we are and how courageous we can be. Yeah. So, if you see too, she is connected to the magician. Her and this, our lovely femme woman here, lady, and the magician are the two figures that have the infinity symbol above their head to show that they are magical beings. And she's covered in, foliage and leaves, so she's very abundant. And she is, she knows the strength of the wild beast, and yet it doesn't deter her. Like, look how calm she is. And you know what? I almost wonder if she's one of the queens or an empress or something because she has the crown. I feel like I've seen her somewhere else in the deck. So, strength and courage to be yourself unapologetically. That's what we're doing this season. Cool. Let's get into your tarot scopes and see what Leo season has in store for you. All tarot scope readings apply to your sun, moon, and rising sign. So I always recommend that you cross-watch between your signs so that you can get a full picture of what you might be experiencing. And the intros to all the videos are the same, and I have the tarot scopes time-stamped in each description, so you can just skip that intro after you hear it the first time. Please join me on my Facebook and Instagram for the next live for the full moon in Aquarius, and that will be taking place the evening of Wednesday, July 21st. Hi Pisces, so good to see you, my love. Thanks for being here. How was Cancer season? Oof. Had us water signs in our feels, and I hope that you got some rest time. I think you'll have some more in Leo season. Ace of Swords, interesting. I haven't seen the Ace of Swords come up in a long time. The Ace of Swords is about new ideas. It can also be about victories, victory over our mindset. So I'm wondering if this is connected to what we talked about last season, that like you're human just like everybody else and you're allowed to go through some hard times, and I know that it can be difficult for you, especially a lot of the Pisces I know don't like to sit still, and so rest is not always easy, and so then there's a lot of people just going through things that are challenging what they're used to, and you're so used to seeing the positive side of things, but there's so many things that have happened that have made you, might have made you feel a little bit more bitter and cynical than you would like. And so I'm hoping that you've been able to learn from what's happening, and are finding some new mindsets from it. And that's really what this feels like, is that, or like a sense of renewed mindset, maybe a renewal of how you were feeling before, or, it's still kind of, it must be a new mindset because it's hard to feel the same way you felt before because you're a different person now. Because when we experience so much change, so much trauma, so much challenges, it changes us. So I hope there's like, you're feeling a sense of victory with the crown and the wreaths. I haven't pulled this card in a long time. I'm gonna have to look up some of the symbolism again, because I'm wondering like what these kind of like, they must be seeds, and I'm curious now what these are different. This actually kind of looks like a bough, like an evergreen branch, and this would be like a deciduous tree branch, and I cannot believe I remembered deciduous right now, which are trees that lose their leaves in the winter. And so it's interesting that for an air card, it has like some greenery, some earth, earth elements on it. So it very much is like something new in your present. It feels very much like in your present physical space. There's something new being offered to you. What is it? I heard turning over a new leaf. That's cool. A lot of the energy right now is like trying to get us all to level up. Oh. Ten of Swords in reverse. So you are so close, y'all. You were so close. You were so close to being done with the hardship for a while. It's interesting that it comes up in reverse, and it's interesting that it comes up after the Ace of Swords. So it does feel like what I kind of said at the end there was like there's a new thing being offered to you. But just because it's being offered to you doesn't mean that you're picking it up or that you see it. So that you need to start like looking too. Because it's on what's on the other side of this. So it does feel like because it's a 10 in reverse, we're not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. And it's like I felt the wave of anxiety, like, please, I need to be there. Please, can we be there? I know, Puddin'. I know. I'm sorry. And I know it looks really dark in the foreground, but there is like a new day dawning in the back. And the blackness is dissipating. Okay? So there's a couple things I'm worried about. I'm worried that you're beating yourself up over some stuff. I'm worried that you're like giving yourself still a hard time about how you've been dealing with things. And I want you to stop it. I want you to stop. Stop being so hard on yourself. Like, it's really wild to have like such strong air energy come up for you guys, especially coming out of a water season, going into fire, because as my water loves, I'm surprised about how in your head you are, and it's not serving you. It's gonna hold you back. We've been talking a lot this season about what's holding us back, and a lot of the time it's what we're doing to ourselves internally that holds us back. And nobody escapes that. It is so human to do. So don't even beat yourself up for that. Don't beat yourself up for beating yourself up. Like, take her easy, man. Four of Cups in reverse, excuse me. Four of Cups in reverse, just throw that, or I'm just like, okay. Again, it just feels like you're focusing on the wrong things. Like, and then here the water comes up, but it's in reverse. the cup is dumping out. You're not seeing the signs. It does feel like you've let your ego take over a little bit too much. And it's time to like drop back down into your heart space. Let some stuff go. Like, reconnect with nature. Reconnect with your higher power. Everyone's like trapping themselves in their mind. Like, this is literally probably the most air sign cup card also, because he's sitting here like looking at these things that they want and thinking like, well, I'll be happy when I have these things down here, and the universe is like, but actually this is the thing that's going to make you happy, and I'm trying to give it to you. I'm trying to like, it's right here. Just like, nope. I want only these things right here, and I'm going to have my blinders up, and I've made up my mind, and that's what I want. That is so not you, Pisces. That's so not you. I know these things change us, but I don't want it to change your heart. I don't want it to change your childlike wonder of the world. We need you too much. We need you too much. So, how are we going to get you out of your head? Oh my gosh. The next card is the Three of Cups, which is basically the Four of Cups in reverse. Can be the Four of Cups in reverse. Which I still, like, there's this theme of us all, we're like going backwards. It was like, we took 2 steps forward, and now we're taking 3 steps backwards. 3 to 4 steps backwards. Like, your cards are literally going in reverse. So, like, what are you doing? And why are we focusing on things that don't really matter? And why are we letting our mind trap us into things that we don't really want to feel? And are you partying too much too? Like, could you possibly be, drowning your sorrows a little bit too much in your vices? Or distractions, finding people, things, places to distract you? Because it's hard. Everything that you've been going through is hard, and so it's easier to just not think about it, but you have to distract yourself to not think about it. It just makes me sad for you guys, because it's more of what was happening last season too, where like it just I wish I could take the pain away, because it seems to be jading your sweet precious heart, and we need you. We need you to be sweet and precious. And I know that you can come out of this. I know, because I know Pisces who've been through really hard shit, and they come out of it with grace and love, and are still some of the most kindest people you've ever met. And it's in you. But it is your choice. It is your choice. And if you don't want to do that anymore, if you don't want to be that anymore, that is okay too. And nobody, not even spirit, is judging you. And if someone's going to judge you for it, fuck them. Okay? Okay, let's pull you a Mystical Shaman card by Alberto Villoldo and Colette Baron Reed and Marcela Lobos. Deep breaths, Pisces. Deep breaths. It's just kind of time to like look in the mirror and do some reevaluating and do some like really purposeful healing and intentional manifesting, and even just like some gratitude, being grateful for what you do have, finding things to be grateful for in your present is going to help you move out of this. And you're reaching the end. You are. It's right around the corner. Ooh, the medicine wheel. The medicine wheel. I haven't seen that one in a while. That's cool. The medicine wheel. And it came up in reverse, so we were supposed to read the medicine because it tells you the essence of the card, and then the invitation if it's upright, and the medicine if it's in reverse. But feels like everybody's been needing all the things. All the reads. Okay, the essence. The medicine wheel is a sacred hoop with the 4 cardinal directions well marked. It represents the cycle of life, the cycles of nature, and the circular pattern of our cosmos. And I would like to add that medicine wheels are actually the main what's the word I'm like, society that medicine wheels are derived from, appropriated from, are indigenous tribes of the United States. So I just want to acknowledge that this is a concept that was created by the indigenous tribes of the Americas. It's because it's not just the United States. I should stop saying that, because it's also Canada and Mexico and probably South America too, of the Americas. It has been used for millennia in indigenous cultures to bring harmony and well-being to the village. Its directions symbolize the 4 steps the shaman takes to become a person of power and wisdom. Let's just read it all. The invitation. To manifest clear blue skies in your life, it is important that you take a look at certain aspects of your being. Enter the medicine wheel from the south and reflect on how you are still clinging to events from the past. Continue to the west and notice which relationships are toxic and drain your energy. Step into the north and ask yourself, do I know my passion, and show it. End at the east direction, visualizing how you want to live the next chapter of your life. It is up to you how much time you spend in each direction, minutes, days, or months. And when you are done, make sure to step outside the wheel and contemplate your journey. The medicine. You must not postpone your healing journey any longer. It can be difficult to start, but you must find the inner strength to step into the medicine wheel, or you may lose your opportunity. There are many ways and many paths. Choose the one you resonate most with. Once you have found it, the only mistake you can make is not to follow it. Go boldly. That was perfect for you, Pisces. You will be, you will be renewed. You will be healed. You are healing. You will be renewed. So the north, so here's the directions again. Stepping into the north, ask yourself, do I know my, enter the medicine wheel from the south, and reflect on how you are willing to, I keep doing that. From the south, reflect on how you are still clinging to events from the past. Continue to the west. I guess west would be this way, because it's opposite here. Continue to the west. And notice which relationships are toxic and drain your energy. Step into the north and ask yourself, do I know my passion, and show it? End in the east, visualizing how you want to live the next chapter of your life. Go boldly. You are healing. And the questions attached to the medicine wheel would actually be is kind of would be a cool way to continue this reading in like an extended or like a personal. So if you are interested in diving deeper on this, I would love to connect with you. My one-on-one session link is attached. And let me know if what resonated with you, if you have any questions. I'm here for you. I hope that this is giving you some sort of clarity so that you can move forward. But I see that you've been through a lot. And I'm here for you. And I love you. Okay? All right, my beautiful Pisces. Take care. And I will see you in Virgo season. Bye.